This is like a dark comedy driven by dark emotions. Vengeance, hatred, heartbreak, loss, envy,
And love.
greed, and love. I mean, but
You're right. Yeah, I love it. No, you're exactly right.
I'm not gonna talk anymore. I'm sorry.
Like real life, exactly.
Yeah.
Everything
Yeah,
you
So-
put.
but as you were listening, and I thought, what the hell's the matter with me? What kind of movie did I make?
The living, the dead. Can they coexist?
Now's my chance.
It was so nice to meet you. So nice
Thank
to
you.
be
Nice to
talking
talk
to
to you.
you.
Thank you.
I love all of your worlds. Like, they're so amazing, each one of them. And I came to notice that none of your original worlds have had a sequel before. So what inspired you? What moved you to be Beetlejuice?
Well, I mean, it took many, many years because there was always talk of something, but not till recently I got this feeling about, it truly can only be made after so much time, because it's like I wanted to see what happened to the Lydia Deetz character, went from cool teenager to what is she as an adult, what's she like, what are relationships, does she have kids? And to me, like real things that we all go through. So for me, it became the focal point and the sort of foundation of making it like a weird family story, like what are these, what are the mother, daughter, and granddaughter, and then with this guy in there, you know what I mean? And so it was a beautiful kind of, never wanted to do it for money or for financial or making a sequel. It felt right, and then it felt very emotional to reconnect with Michael and Catherine and Winona, and then involve new people. So even though it was based on something, it felt new and it felt exciting and emotional.
That's amazing. And I gotta say, my parents showed me this film a long time ago, and I was such a fan of it.
Yeah.
So what was your honest reaction to be like, have the chance to be Beetlejuice again?
What's the thing? It's the one. There have been maybe one or two other things that I thought I might want to do again. Movies, roles that I played. It's not the only one, but those were passing thoughts. The other movies. This is the one that I always thought, just for the sheer fun of it, I'd want to do it. The others, I kind of looked at my before and said, "Oh, I think I better go back and fix that." but this, I just for the sheer fun of it and the originality of it, and I went through periods where I really would kind of not even talk to him about it, but talk to others about it, or then talk to him about it and go, I kind of like to. And then there went through a big stretch where I said, I do not want to touch it. Leave this thing alone. Don't go near it. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to ruin something. So it was a little nervous making on my end. I didn't want to be the guy to screw it up,
No, but it was amazing. Also, still random and still that essence of Beetlejuice
Yeah.
that has always has.
Yeah, it was scary because when he came on the set, it was like he never left. It was weird to see him. He just, because we didn't rehearse or anything, he just came on, and after all these many years, he was Beetlejuice again.
Yeah.
It was
I
almost scary.
I actually was wondering that, like, what was like to be again in his skin? Like, it has something extra work that you had to do. It was just natural, but
No. And here's what the other amazing thing is that I don't think he and I have ever really explained to people. But someday I'm going to sit down and I'm going to explain to people in more detail. I don't even know if you remember that. Even when we made the first one, he had already started shooting, and I kind of got to look at the sets, but I said, okay, here's what I'm going to do. And he said, well, here's what we're doing. And he was so busy. And he and I never really said, we better rehearse. We better rehearse this. We better see if this idea even works. Because we went, imagine that. I mean, it's not like it was a giant budget, but people had invested money, and we were off going, hey, how about this idea? And they go, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, and we did it then, and we did it now.
That's and we did it again. That's why you want to do it. You never get that opportunity.
And also, would you say that Beetlejuice is this kind of character that you can both use to act and say and do everything that you cannot actually do?
Definitely.
Yes.
Like, what's your perspective on that? Because Beetlejuice is
very
like
good. Though that you said it. I mean, that's exactly that's the thing, and it goes in line with Michael saying, like, we didn't overanalyze it, and we didn't say, oh, this making this comment or that's making that comment. We just sort of did it, and like I said, it's a rare thing to be able to have that creative sort of unknown.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like
unknown.
we don't care.
Yes.
I'm going to be politically
And it might
correct.
not work.
Might not work. Whatever. We just
Yeah.
did it. So,
Yeah.
and there is a risk to it, but there's a joy in it as well.
I need you to help me save my daughter. Like, how do I know that you're gonna keep your word?
I swear on my dead mother's soul. Yes.
This is like a dark comedy driven by dark emotions. Vengeance, hatred, heartbreak, loss, envy,
And love.
greed, and love. I mean, but
You're right. Yeah, I love it. No, you're exactly right.
I'm not gonna talk anymore. I'm sorry.
Like real life. Exactly.
Yeah.
Everything
Yeah.
you
So-
put.
But as you were listening, and I thought, what the hell's the matter with me? What kind of movie did I make?
No, but that's what's amazing, because we get to see like this real and human emotions like in a very fun way, but which
You're absolutely right.
And you know, young people are not afraid of it. You know, they're not afraid of it. Like little kids are actually fascinated by certain, you know, scary things. And you know, I notice me as an adult, I go, oh, I don't want to go near that. But some, you know, I'm always surprised at what little kids or younger people, you know, are curious about and not put off by, you know? Like you listen to that like, no big deal. It's an interesting thing to explore all that stuff.
no, it's interesting and I love it, but because here in Mexico, and I think you've heard this before, that our culture with
Well,
death
we
is
talk-
very similar.
Absolutely. No, I was
Yeah.
very grateful for it. Even, you know, growing up in Burbank, in America, where culture about death is so like forbidden, you know, growing up near Mexico and knowing about, I used to go to this place in LA, Olvera Street, to buy Day of the Dead things and stuff, because I think your attitude about it here is so much more positive and so much more in the way I think about things.
And in Los Angeles, the iconography, you see it in the Mexican neighborhoods, you know. And you
so
know,
I felt it. You can feel it there.
Yeah.
I'm needed upstairs. Bob, hold down the fort. Spill your guts. Who wants to go first? All right, I will. See, I'm willing to do the work.
Jenna said yesterday something really special, that for this movie, all you wanted, well, one of the most things you want to do is bring back the people to the movie theaters and keep movie theaters alive.
Yeah.
So what's your perspective on it? Like having too many options to watch entertainment, why the movie theater is like...
Oh, because look, everybody said, you know, before movies were dead and streaming was going to, but you know, the beautiful thing about going to the movies is that it is a special thing. And you know, and so the bigger the screen you can find, the interesting format. There's lots of interesting formats. You got IMAX, you've got 4D, you've got Dolby, you've got all these sort of beautiful formats which make it just up the you know, the experience. So I didn't think what anybody says, movies are very still important to people's lives. And
Yeah.
that's great.
I love, especially this, but I will say this about this particular movie. This plays really easily and gracefully in a lot of formats, if you ask me, because on a screen, it's extraordinary being on a big screen. But I'm telling you, man, you know, the whole entire your whole generation, you can watch it on this and it plays. You know, it plays on your television. You know, it just plays. It just works. You know.
But it's not the same.
No.
No,
Nothing,
but it's
nothing
you know,
close.
But, no,
to that.
but it's nice, and it's nice to see that movies are still very, very, very important to people.
Yeah.
What the f? Thank you all for coming to this special occasion, but right now with like a little privacy.